I've hit the button. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Here we are.
Again.
The spiritual
Cheers.
candies.
The spiritual candies?
The spiritual candies.
Oh my gosh. September 21st, 2020. Hello to everyone who can join us live. And to those that watch on the replay, we are happy you're here. Thank you.
This air is clean. We had sunlight.
We did have some sun.
Yeah,
it
was it smoky last week?
Yeah.
Smoky last
Terrible,
week, eh?
terrible.
Yeah.
So anybody here in the Okanagan experienced some incredible smoke last week, like so thick it was just brutal. I know down in Vancouver, down on the coast, Vancouver Island, everywhere it was just brutal. And here, at least in Kelowna, we woke up yesterday morning to blue sky and sunshine.
It was glorious.
It's so uplifting.
Yes.
Wasn't it though? Yeah,
true.
for sure.
And the day before, the sun came out for like 2 minutes, and it was like, it was like everyone wanted to run to the window. That was, you don't realize how much you miss it
until it's gone, for sure.
Truly.
So hello. So we are using StreamYard, and StreamYard needs access in order for us to see your name. So if you want us to see your name, you need to go to the website I put on our banner, streamyard.com/Facebook, and just give them access, and then it will link your name to your Facebook profile. Because right now I see so many people saying hello and hello, that's awesome, but all it says is Facebook user. So just so you know, if you want us to see who we're talking to, you need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook and grant StreamYard access. So that's all I got to say about that. We are trying out all kinds of new ways with our camera, with the lighting, with all this stuff. And so feedback is always welcome. Always, always, always welcome. So yeah, on that note, anybody got anything they want to say?
Now you start. You didn't want that, eh?
No. It's kind of an interesting topic today.
It is. Well, I was waiting for you to explain it.
I don't really I haven't quite wrapped my brain around it enough to explain it, right? It's kind of, you want to explain it?
Shall I give it a go?
It's not just me.
Okay.
Why don't we let Archangel Michael explain? Oh, look, Melissa gave access. Hi, Melissa. Thank you.
Good for you. Yeah. Essentially, he was talking about situations that happen in our lives that we don't really pay attention to them. We don't consider that there might be value or meaning to them, and we just kind of carry on, and we miss opportunities. We miss the chance to evolve ourselves because we're so focused on just doing what our deed is for the day, kind of thing. Yeah,
or reacting rather than trusting and understanding that it's gonna work out, that there's a bigger purpose at play.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So I will check in with himself, and
please, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to type them out. Let us know, and we'll ask Archangel Michael. It's gonna be an interesting show today. It was a big topic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was neat. Got all of us thinking.
It does indeed. Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining.
Don't start.
You had the giggles again.
No.
Yes, you did. She does.
I'm just smiling.
Yeah. Ding. Okay. I see that human beings are becoming numb.
Hi, Merle.
Oh, Merle. They're not paying attention. They have, many of them, become drones, characterizing the value of their lives with things, with money, with holidays, Nothing that shapes them beyond the physical awareness. I want.
I'm so sorry, but Melissa says she's not sure if StreamYard is working.
Oh.
Can you let us know why? Because I got your comment.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Bonnie. Glad you joined us.
Bonnie.
But why? So I'm so sorry to interrupt, but if they can't hear us or can't see us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Melissa, what's happening? Why isn't StreamYard working? Looks like it's working on our end.
Yeah. A conundrum.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say.
Oh, okay, so I guess we'll.
So we'll
continue
carry on.
here?
Yeah, we'll carry on.
Yeah.
And then Melissa, if you want to just let us know why you don't think StreamYard's working, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, but in the meantime, sorry, Archangel Michael.
Yeah. Archangel Michael.
Technical difficulty.
Can anyone else speak to, or can everyone hear us?
Oh, she said, oh, good. Sorry.
Okay.
That's okay. Glad it's all working out. Thank you.
Moving right along.
Yeah. Well, no, we got to make sure it's working, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about doing a self-awareness analysis?
Self-awareness
Mhm.
analysis.
Feel your inner greater essence. Sense your physical rigidity or defensiveness, or when you stop doing, are you simply exhausted? Or do you consider the effects of your day, how it's supported and or drained you? What's left? Please consider this inquiry as highly valuable if you take that bit of quiet time every day. You will come to be in touch with your feelings, actual feelings versus reactions. There is both an enormous difference and value in one of them. That's good.
Yeah.
It's so true. You know, it's like when I finally stop, you know, like around 8 o'clock, I just crash. I don't think I've been turning on Leave It to Beaver. Just that's an old show from the 50s, and just to relax and just let all the other stuff just slough off. But I don't contemplate the effects of my day. I go to the numbing place of Leave It to Beaver.
I generally do meditate before I go to sleep, and I do go over today's activities. And if there was something that I need to decide or something I did not understand, I will mull over that and meditate on it and see if I can figure it out or get a different opinion or different reaction to, or whatever the case may be.
Right. That's much more substantial.
Yeah, sometimes I'd like to get into more of a regular practice with it, but I journal at night, which is a great form of meditation
It's the
for me.
same thing, yeah.
Right?
Journaling, because then you write down your daily
I write down about my
thoughts
day
and
and
ideas
how I went through my day. And one question that I always like to ask myself at night is, did I do my best today? And if the answer to that is, yeah, well, there was this one thing, and 99% of the time for me, it's an overreaction, right? I get caught up in that emotional moment and I react. Let's all talk about road rage and traffic,
Sure.
right? Traffic is one of those things that just kind of gets us all. And when that guy cuts you off, or when nobody lets you in, I tend to react, right? Like we tend to react. And
well, most some people, not everybody.
But I've seen you react when we drive somewhere, right? And I'm worse at it, right? Like I react.
I had a girlfriend once that no matter what anybody did, she would give him the symptom, right?
Yeah.
And one time I was in the car with her, and I could see that hand going up because somebody did something, and I just grabbed it. Said,
well done.
No,
yeah.
Not when I'm in the car.
Yeah. Well, in this day and age, you never know what kind of reaction you're going to get back to that. But at the end of the day,
that's just
it's just a reaction. And is that going to be of importance to me in 10 minutes by the next stoplight? It will be if I continue to hang on to it and continue to react to it. But why would I want to give my energy to that, right? Yeah.
I don't know anybody who never makes mistakes. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So this is what I keep just reminding myself.
Yes.
We all make mistakes.
Well, how many times in traffic have you missed your turn signal, or have you not stopped for something or somebody, right? And it's so by pulling back,
have to have that consideration for anybody else doing those things.
For sure. And by pulling back and observing,
observe
rather than reacting, creates a space for me to go, right, you know what, how many times am I the absolute 100% perfect driver all the time? Oh my god, no. Like, no. Right? So
nobody is perfect on this world that I know of.
I'd be all boring with that.
That would be
if we had perfect people in our lives, I wouldn't want to be around perfect people.
Yeah. So I do things at the end of my day to reflect on the day.
Absolutely, I do, because I have to.
Yeah, so do I.
I do it too, but it's when I go to bed, which is the worst time.
No, actually, it's a good time because your brain waves are dropping down. You're actually dropping into that state where you can access your subconscious mind, which is where all the things are.
Well, a lot of times it keeps me awake, and then I go back to Leave It to Beaver. So,
oh my goodness!
Well, that's not your subconscious; that's your conscious.
That's the conscious. That's right.
And that can be, remedied with teas and oils,
all that stuff. Exactly.
Hypnotic recordings.
Yes,
there's always wine, right?
And the wines. Yeah, you go do that.
I don't like to drink
wine and popcorn. Why not?
Oh, wine and popcorn.
Sure.
Really?
No,
I've
actually,
never
I'm
those
making that up.
No. Oh, I've had wine and popcorn together.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
No, I've never tried that.
Yeah.
We know what Carla's going to do tonight.
Wine and popcorn.
Wine and popcorn.
Sure. Trying the wine and popcorn.
Exactly.
Girls, I'll let you know how it is next week.
So that's what Archangel Michael's encouraging us to do, is to get into that space where we can pull back and not so blindly go through our world. He had a story he wanted you to share, did he not?
Yes, he does.
Your mom's story.
Yeah.
The accident.
So my mother, as I think many of you know, maybe you know, she's had 2 strokes. She's 91 now. And so she has become very forgetful, unreasonable, unfair to herself. And
plain miserable.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, she tends to focus on the negative side.
Yeah, she's a pro.
Of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. But, well, Carla tried to work on her, and Carla is absolutely magical as far as the success that you generate in helping people. And it was like tapping on a rock with my mother. Just nothing. She just
too many broken signals.
Yes.
Well, and that was desire to
change.
To be honest with you, it's a lack of desire to change. Because even if how many times have we had people in here? Let's look at the gentleman that we helped that was in the very first one when we discovered what we did, how we worked together. He had been in an accident so bad his brain shifted, and he couldn't find. But he had this will to get better.
Yes.
He put 110%. He wanted to get better more than anything. And that only took 4 sessions. So,
and that's the key.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So your mom doesn't seem to have that will.
No, she's got a victimology.
Yeah.
So anyway, back in 2007, I fainted in the kitchen and bounced off some surfaces, and I got severe
And she's not
concussion.
even a ball.
That's right.
Jesus.
I got other bouncy parts.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway,
It gets some damage.
yeah. So what is it called?
Concussion.
Yeah,
Concussion.
post-concussion syndrome.
Yeah.
So it has taken me years to get, like when my sense of humor started coming back, that was probably about 2 years in, and I was absolutely shocked when I laughed, because I hadn't had a genuine laugh in all that time. So my memory was gone. I wasn't recognizing people. There was just a lot of challenges. I was pretty much kind of like an automaton for quite some time. And eventually things have improved. Thank you to goodness. Carlos helped me a lot as far as shifting bits around. Yeah. And so anyhow, because of my personal experience, I have an empathy that I could never possibly have had it not been from that experience. So now with my mother and her challenges, and especially the forgetfulness, etc., normally I would have become a lot more impatient and just trying to stifle the growing anxiety. And I'm still working on that one. But I have a lot more patience with her. I'm able to be with her and be of some help without antagonizing her. And without that experience that I had all those years ago, it wouldn't be anywhere near as manageable, my relationship with her. So therefore, that's the value. That was the takeaway that I had from working through that challenge, that long-term challenge, and to have that gratefulness every time all of a sudden something came back, and then I could expand on that again, and the memories were coming back, experiences. So I get where she's at, and it helps her, and I'm grateful that I can be that for her.
So that was a really good example of what Archangel Michael's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of pull back from it a little bit and trust that spirit, the greater, whatever you want to call it, is actually working for you, working with you.
Yeah, recognizing that.
Yeah.
So someone like my mother, she just feels so hard done by, why is this always happening to me? And I want to give up. Yesterday, I want to die. I had diarrhea again. And it just goes on, a litany. And I try to work with her to look at all the positives she has going for her. And there are many, but it's hard for her to see any value in them. And so
can't recognize her own benefits or whatever she has, what is good for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you've really tried with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was Archangel Michael's message for the day. Hello to everybody that's joining us. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything you guys want some insight on? Perhaps it could even follow along the topic that Archangel Michael presented of, hey, so this happened, maybe some insight on the greater awareness of that, right? So we'll just throw that out there, and you guys have the floor. Question away.
Yes, we're ready.
Or a story.
Stories are good.
Stories are good.
Mm-hmm.
Stories are good.
We love stories.
They take longer to type out, though. Oh. They do, because everybody's typing out, right?
Yeah.
That's
true. She has a point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So this is one advantage. If you haven't gone to StreamYard.com/Facebook and given StreamYard access, you can ask a super deep personal question, and nobody will know who it was.
That's right.
But we would still answer it.
And we'll still answer it, of course. But I don't know if once we're done and this posts in the group, I don't know if then the names are there.
I have no idea.
Neither do I. I'll have to look. We'll have to pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mental note. We are also streaming to our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel called Spirit Candy. We're streaming there as well. I figure if I'm going to use StreamYard, I may as well use all of that's a
good idea.
All the things that StreamYard allows. And yeah.
Today is helping us expand We need
I'm
that.
doing my best. So,
Yes.
by the way, click like and share and
Please,
comment.
yes.
I've learned the more
Oh.
likes, the more hearts, the more
Yeah.
shares, the more comments we get, the greater audience we can find. Oh, it's Sherry. Hi,
Hello,
Sherry. Right? So click like and share. There's lots of ways you can share. I know it's a private group. I can't change it back to public. Facebook says once it's a private group,
Mhm.
that's it. It's private, because if it
Really?
was public, everybody could share it.
Yeah.
But when you're in the group, when you're watching the video, on the top right hand side of the post, there's those 3 little dots. You can click on that, hit copy link, and then go and share it. So
Okay.
if you like our show,
Yeah.
click like and share, lots of comments, and let's let more people become aware of how goofy we can actually be.
Because we really like when you share.
Yes. And the benefits, right? So, anybody have any questions?
Or
Nobody?
stories?
Questions, stories, comments, thoughts, opinions? Doesn't look like anything.
No, well,
Okay.
Michael is happy to take the floor while you
All right.
All
ponder.
right.
Wonderful.
No, now he's thinking, he thought, oh darn. Didn't know I was going to get called up already.
Right?
That's what he's thinking.
Holy
yeah.
cow.
Okay.
Oh, Sherry, yes, we do need a question for Big Mike,
Yes,
as she
please.
says.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Oh. Okay, Melissa says, honestly, I'm having anxiety a lot these days, which is causing frustration and anger. I'm trying to shake it, but it seems to linger. Okay, so maybe Archangel Michael could share some insight on
Indeed.
that. Maybe there's something you just need to be aware of to let it go. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing.
Thank you too, yes. It's partially the COVID effect.
Oh, is it?
Everyone is having to become adapted to the shifts, to the masks, to the lack of hugs.
All of it.
Yeah.
And
the
proximity.
lack of interaction and
Exactly.
social. Because we're all locked up, locked in, locked
Mhm.
down.
Yeah,
Eesh.
that's right.
Glad
It's
you like the topic,
depressing.
Melissa. Yeah.
So let's
Especially for the children.
Mhm.
They can't play with their schoolmates,
Yeah.
can't do the sports activities or art activities, music,
So limiting. You can't sing.
and it's very depressing for
Well, there's still music.
teenagers and
Yeah.
young children.
There's still music at school, like band and stuff. It's just different.
Mhm.
Well, it's not like
It's
it used
no,
to be when
no.
you get together and you
Yeah.
interact and you chum around and
Yeah.
you
Very
joke
much so.
around.
Have you
Yeah.
considered connecting with your local mental health services to learn coping skills? Yes, we have considered it. Thank you. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was Bonnie. We have considered it, and it is something that we're working on. What are you doing?
I'm playing with the tablecloth.
Fidgety fidget
Yeah,
pens
well,
over
I
there.
have to do something.
Mrs. Wigglesworth
Wigglesworth,
is
yes,
what Archangel
exactly.
Michael calls her, because she cannot sit still.
That's right.
Okay. So let's let Archangel Michael finish touching on Melissa's topic,
Yes.
and then Sherry has a question. And yes, we have considered mental health. Actually going to talk to Carla about going to CAC Kelowna in here. They're working with abused children.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that.
Yes, I didn't know, but
I know, I told you I got to talk to you about it. Bring it up on the show.
Surprise.
we'll do it.
He said, okay, Melissa. I see that you get strung out, agitated. You have to center yourself. Sit with your thoughts. Allow your mind to calm. Be loud in your expression and serene in your process of understanding. So I think what he's saying there, as these frustrations mount, and you just, you're just gritting your teeth, be loud in that expression, and then take some breaths, go inside and really analyze what is the nugget of that? What, like, where is it coming from? Is it something that's more and more challenges built up and built up? Like, because there's no, doesn't seem to be anything that takes away the stress of it. Well, when you think about it and you intellectualize it, it'll probably be a good way for you to process it such that you can break it down into manageable pieces. I don't know if that would be helpful.
Just, try and analyze why is this triggering me.
So Melissa, a couple good things. If he says be loud, find a space and go stick your head in a pillow and yell if you need to, but that's going to dispel that energy.
Yeah.
And then bilateral stimulation relieves anxiety.
Yes.
So do one of these, right? And some deep, deep, deep breaths. Take a kid's toy or something. Just pass. As long as you cross that center line, you'll activate both hemispheres of the brain, which will also in turn get rid of the anxiety. And then you can come back and really it boils down to asking yourself the hard questions.
Yeah.
Where was it coming from? Why was I feeling that way? What can I learn from this? Or the questions are going to change based on your situation.
Yes.
But getting loud and releasing that energy when it's happening in the moment, and then if it's not gone, doing that little bilateral stimulation. You could even do that emotional freedom technique and tap on it, but then ask yourself why. It's like you pull out and you observe yourself having the reaction. You can pull even farther back and figure out why you were having the reaction. What was the message for you in there? Okay?
And having a journal and writing it out really helps.
She's got 2 little kids, man. That's easier said than done in the moment. But Carla's right. She's totally right. Totally right. I just remember what it was like to have 2 little babies.
They go to bed eventually.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And they sleep eventually.
That's right.
Yeah. So there you go. Maybe, on your phone. You can even talk it into your phone.
Oh, that's a thought.
Right?
Yeah.
So because Carla's right, man. For me, and I know Melissa, you and I share a lot of similar traits, journaling is golden. So talk it into your phone and come back to it when you have a quiet moment.
That's a great idea. And then when you listen back to it, you can probably hear a lot of the emotion in your voice.
Yeah,
that could be very telling
too.
Yeah,
right. Because then you could, and it'll help because now the emotion's passed. Hearing where it is in your voice, you might even be able. That might even help you analyze it at a deeper level.
True.
Yeah. So writing, speaking, all those things.
I like that.
Contemplating.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And you're welcome. I'm glad you found that helpful. So when we're done, Sherry has a question as well.
Anything else on that, Archangel Michael?
Thank you.
One more thought. See inside your soul. See that there is a being, a spiritual essence that hurts when you hurt.
There you go.
Think of that essence as a loved one. I see you coming to understand your joy and ability to love by caring for that soul, because it's really an integral part of you. It's quite lovely.
That's beautiful.
It is, yes.
Lovely.
Okay, next question.
Okay, so Sherry says, I have a question. Why is my gift clearer around water? Spirits come to me in the tub. I've asked them to come anytime, but nope, they bug me in the tub. LOL. My daughter's dog came through a couple of days ago with a message.
Oh.
Seriously, she said.
Oh.
And she's in the tub.
Oh.
That's a cool question.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Really, Sherry. How many times you have incarnated as sea life?
Oh.
It's your favorite
Oh,
piece.
amazing.
That's so cool.
You have been a whale
Oh, nice.
5 times.
Oh,
Oh,
Isn't that-
wow.
that-
That's so
beautiful.
cool.
That truly is.
Wow. What a majestic being that is.
yes.
So the next time you have bath time sensitivities,
Bath time sensitivities.
that kind of takes it away.
Oh, that's really funny.
That opens
Sorry,
up a
Sherry.
whole new compartment
Oh,
of
my goodness.
It kind of
imagery.
does.
Yes.
See yourself in the ocean. You will connect much better.
Love it.
So that was her. Why is my gift clearer around water? Is that
Mhm.
because it's where she feels the most connected?
Mhm.
Okay.
100%.
There you go.
Nice.
It's essentially where your soul must at least pretend to be.
Mm. So Sherry, maybe what you could do is you could create a ritual, create a habit of going into your mind's eye and going into the water or going by the water somewhere where your soul gets that feeling.
Yeah.
And do your connection work there, right?
Yep.
So then you could obviously create a safe space, but then asking for those messages to come through in that space in your mind, right? So yeah, by the ocean maybe, or in the ocean or
We have
whatever.
a large lake right here.
But you can do it in your imagination.
Or
Right.
in your imagination, yes.
So you're kind of like, oh, and she says, weird, I'm terrified of water. I've never been in Okanagan Lake and I've lived here for almost 20 years.
Isn't that
Jeez,
remarkable?
it is so
Remarkable.
contradictory,
That
isn't it?
is. Wow, that's fascinating.
Why
We can work
is
on
she
that.
afraid of water?
I
And
will
you-
speak to that.
Yes. Perfect.
How you developed your fear was a tragic incarnation.
Sherry says, no thanks. I said, we could work on that. She's like, yeah, no thanks.
Do you want me to share it with you now?
She said there's dead people in there. So
Dead people
Dead-
in the lake?
Well, a lot of
in the
people have
lake,
died
yeah, a
in the
lot of
lake.
people
Many,
pass away in the
many.
lake,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they come apart after a while, you know.
Okay,
the
let's
water
not make it
dissolves-
worse for her.
Trust you to get graphic.
So Sherry says yes, thank you, Sherry, because then we don't have to let Carla go on about all that.
Okay. Oh, God.
All right, Archangel Michael.
In one incarnation, 10,000 years before now,
Wow,
Wow.
you can carry that for a long time, sure.
you
Yeah.
were a human, a boy. In those days, not many people would swim.
Mm.
It was not a thing in that era. So you were caring for your family. Three children. Your charges were relying on you to catch dinner in the sea.
Of course.
Then breaking over the waves, an enormous shark snapped your leg off.
Oh my goodness.
Then your siblings carried you to the shore. You had to bleed out because
There's some big veins coming out of the leg.
Well, it was 10,000
Yeah.
years ago. It's not like they knew what to do.
they were
Yeah.
tiny
Absolutely.
and had no
No idea.
understanding.
What to do. Yeah.
So as the tide came in, so did the shark.
Oh, Sherry, I'm so sorry, honey.
It took you down. And you have never come to remember the event, only the terror. So, yes, please see Carla and Danae to help you overcome the fear of this ancient attack.
Wow.
We might even be able to do it without you having to physically go back and see it.
That's right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That would be
yeah.
good.
There's some techniques we
There's some techniques
wipe
both memories clear with.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. So just saying, share.
So that's fascinating that your natural abilities require water to kind of expand.
Yeah.
And yet
you have
it's-
so much fear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh. That's quite remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
And graphic.
Fascinating.
Mhm.
So then until you're ready
Yes.
to come and see Carla and I to get that out, maybe in your mind's eye, create the most perfect bathtub, right? If you want to connect and if you want to use your gift and it works better in water, create a space in your mind where you're in the most perfect bathtub with all the things that you love in your tub. That might work.
Rubber ducky and everything. I've never had a rubber duck.
The
Neither
kids
have I.
did.
Yeah.
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 Ziki, they got a moldy inside. It's gross. It's
Oh,
annoying.
ew. Moldy ducky. That's
well,
not good.
yeah, because you get the little hole, right?
Yeah, of
And
course.
squeeze- And yeah, pain in the butt. Literally.
Oh, goodness.
Well, the duck's butt.
Oh, I thought
Not
you meant the
mine.
kids. What were they doing with that duck? You never know.
Lord.
Hey, I got a duck story today. Okay, back in the spring, like I
Just one second.
what'd she
Sherry
say?
says it's fascinating, and then she says, and everything, and everything about.
Everything in the bathtub, you mean? You
No,
said
I
everything
think
that
she's
she loves?
talking about her what she just found out. She said, "Yeah, thank you.
Hmm.
You're welcome." Melissa has a question, and then
Melissa.
we can talk about your duck if
my
you
duck's
want.
my duck
The
story.
duck story.
Ducks.
Melissa is wondering if there's anything from Archangel Michael for her husband Robert.
Oh. Huh. Robert.
Robert.
He is under stress. Underground in his
Underground?
perceptions. He feels that if he stays kind of interred. There's another underground reference. In other words, hiding. He won't have to deal with some feelings that he's having real difficulty in processing. Men suck at honoring their inner, deeper essence. You're relating. It's true. Oh, well, I can't say for Robert, no idea. But for my guy, oh geez, yes. He will come to call out the individual aspects of his uncertainty. Then he will be, if he chooses to do this, relieved and feel much more equipped to cope with all that comes his way. That's what he has to say.
That's what he has to say.
Hope it's helpful. Yeah, gosh. Getting my guy to, he's good at getting reactive and good at getting, taking offense. He takes offense really easily, even when it's not intended. And that kind of, I don't know, it just sticks in him. He can't shake it. It's a curious thing.
Well, women, they get together and, girlfriends, and we talk it out, right?
Yeah.
Men, they don't talk things out. And we have, in our practice, way more women than men, because men generally will work it out.
Yeah. They can
when I ask, I'll work it out. But I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
And then they push it in and they hide it and stomp it down because they're demand.
Yeah.
But that's changing, right? Like we do actually have clients in our office that are male that are quite young.
Not all men are like that.
Yeah.
More our age group.
My age group as well.
Doesn't matter what age group.
It depends a lot on how they're brought up, right? So like I know women who are raising their boys to talk about their feelings, letting them know that it's okay for them to feel things.
That's great.
And encouraging them to embrace that side of them, because that's what's happening. And really on the planet as a whole, that's one of the things that's happening right now is the divine masculine is learning how to honor the divine feminine, because whether you're a man or a woman, we all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us. I'm not talking about gender. God, my kids have educated me on that so much, and it still doesn't make sense to me anyways. We all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us, and we're in a place where every being gets to learn how to honor that more. And it might just be a little bit harder for men because they've never been taught to talk.
Oh, that's exactly the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Melissa says, interesting. And then she says, thank you.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful people.
Shall we?
Anything else?
Let's ask.
Let's ask if there is anything else that should be talked about.
I have one True request.
Cool.
Please, when you join us next week, give me questions that will help you overcome doubt that you carry.
Oh my. That's a deep
That's
subject.
awesome.
We all have some of
Right?
that. Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's a good one.
Mm. Okay. I'm done.
Thank you, Archangel Michael.
Thank you, Archangel
Bye-bye.
Michael. All
He's
right.
done with us now.
Done with us.
Yes.
So anything that you're doubting,
Mhm.
bring that to us next week as a question, and we'll
Please.
see what
Archangel Michael
Michael
comes
has
up
to
with.
say.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
Awesome.
you.
All right, beautiful people.
Da-da-da.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
Have a
joining us.
wonderful week.
Yes, exactly.
Let's hope with sunshine and clear air.
Yes. We're most grateful for that.
Yeah, love to
Mm.
you all.
Mm-mm.
Mhm. So long.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Oh, duck story.
Oh, duck
we
No one
story.
wants to know the duck story.
Oh my
Thanks,
goodness.
Melissa. Okay, real quick.
Okay, the duck story. So this spring, like I feed birds, always have. But this spring, the one duck, she brought her ducklings.
Oh,
and
how cute.
Never had the ducklings before. And so she brings them there, and then she's sitting there, and the kids are under the junipers, and she looks at me like, okay, and it was really quite sweet. But anyhow, the ducklings are not so little now, and so this morning I opened the front door, and there at the bottom of the step, there's 2 steps on the stoop, is little duck, and she looks at me, and she comes right up the steps. She was going to come in the house.
Oh, that's awesome.
She says,
that's
"Got
awesome.
breakfast?"
Is this one of the little ones now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Awesome.
I love that story.
So that was quite.
So did you feed her? Did you let her into the house?
Oh no, I just gave her some seed on the street.
I figured.
But she would have come in the house.
That's
You
hilarious.
would have had a pet duck.
Exactly. Yeah.
But which is okay, except you would have to find some way of catching what falls out
Yes,
of them in the house.
Ducky diapers. Yeah.
Ducky diapers.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think such things exist yet. Maybe we should design some ducky diapers.
There you go.
Ducky
I've seen
diapers.
chicken diapers.
Chicken diapers?
I got on
Dog diapers?
Yeah.
Cat diapers?
Why not
People
duck?
diapers? Not ducky diapers.
That is a super cute story.
It is cute.
That is. I love
Lovely.
it. Yeah.
I drink to death.
Oh, good.
Oh, my
Ducky
cup
diapers.
is empty.
Here's
That's
a
awesome.
ducky diapers.
Ducky diapers.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
So long.